Hello, my name is Zach Kroll, and I will be walking you through this video tutorial on how to access community data in the Flex Monitoring Team's CAHMPAS system. We will begin on the CAHMPAS portal's homepage, which is accessible directly through the URL cahampas.flexmonitoring.org. You can also access CAHMPAS through the data drop-down link on the Flex Monitoring Team homepage at flexmonitoring.org. On the CAHMPAS homepage, community data can be accessed by clicking Community in the toolbar at the top of the screen, or by clicking the Community button at the bottom of the homepage. Now we can begin creating custom reports. The first step is selecting a county or state you are interested in seeing data for, or selecting the national view. We'll start with the national view, and then take a look at how to generate county and state level reports. To do so, we will select National and leave the data year at 2017. From here, we can view data for all community measures nationally by clicking the View Data for All Measures button. This is what the data summary page looks like. At the top are two bars that show you the data view, year, and selected measures. To refine the outputs, you can use the Edit buttons at the top right of the screen. I will provide more detail on this later in the presentation. Below these edit bars is a list of all of the outputs generated from the original query. Below the list of outputs are the actual tables. You can click on any of the available outputs in this list to quickly jump down the page to the output you are interested in. For the community data, outputs are organized into three parts, including Part 1, Community Characteristics, Part 2, Critical Access Hospital Service Mix, and Part 3, Critical Access Hospital Charity Care and Bad Debt. Measures for each part are shown in their own output table. To return to the top of the page, just click the Return to Summary button at the bottom of each table. From the data summary list, you also have the option to print all available outputs. Alternatively, at the bottom of each table, there is a button that will allow you to print the output for only that figure. These tables are sortable by any of the variables in the headers. Just click on the arrows next to the header to resort the table. Also, all of the data tables can be downloaded into an Excel spreadsheet. To do so, just click on the Download XLS button at the bottom of the table. Also, please pay attention to the information provided in the table headers, where we show the total number of critical access hospitals in each locality. For Parts 2 and 3, we also show the number of critical access hospitals reporting valid data out of the total number in each locality. Now, let's take a look at how to generate county-level reports. We can quickly change the data we are looking at by using the Edit buttons at the top right of the Outputs page. First, we will click the top Edit button, which brings down a menu for modifying the data view. We will switch from the national view to a county view by clicking on the By County button. This will display a drop-down menu, allowing you to select a state of interest and then a county of interest within that state. Once a county has been selected, you can compare it to up to 5 other counties within the same state or in another state. For this report, we will select No Comparisons and leave the year at 2017. Please note that the related state and national comparison data will always be displayed in the outputs for county and state data. From here, we can hit View Data and the report will change to show us all of the outputs for the selected county. The Available Outputs list now shows all of the outputs for the county of interest, and we can click on any of these to quickly jump down the page. Please note that county-level data are only available for Part 1, Community Characteristics. Measures in Parts 2 and 3 are not available at the county level due to critical access hospital sample size limitations. To generate state-level instead of county-level reports, simply select by state instead of county in the Data View bar. Okay, now that we've reviewed how to generate county and state level reports for a single locality, let's generate a report that compares several counties. We can start over either by clicking the Community button in the header, which would bring us back to the first data selection page, or we can again use the Edit buttons at the top right of the output screen. If we click Edit and then switch the No to a Yes for comparison, we can select Comparison Counties. For this report, we will select 2 additional counties in the same state. Once you have selected a county, hit Add to County List to add it to the report. Once we hit View Data, the outputs contain data for both the original county and the comparison counties. The Data View bar at the top now includes the comparison counties, as does the data summary. The output tables look similar to the tables where just one county was selected, but now there are additional columns that contain data for the comparison counties. In order to limit the amount of text in the table headers and to facilitate printing, comparison counties are shown in a color-coded legend at the top left side of the output table. Also, as you can see here, dash marks indicate measures and localities for which there are no data available. At any point, if you want to change the selected counties or states, or refine the measures, use these bars at the top of the screen to make edits. So far, we have just used the top Edit button to change the data view. The bottom Edit button will let us change the measures that we have selected. Here, we can narrow the outputs by selecting specific measure subcategories like health outcomes, individual measures, or some combination of both. After clicking one of the measures or measure categories from the drop-downs, just click Add to Measure List to include the measure. Measure categories and/or individual measures can be added into the same report. If we want to remove a selected measure, just click Remove next to it in the Selected Measures list. If we want to remove all of the measures, click Clear Selections. Once we have all the measures that we want, we can click View Data again, and we'll be able to view the new outputs. The available outputs list is now shorter because it only contains the outputs for the selected measures. When selecting individual measures, only those selected measures will appear in the relevant tables. Remember, the toolbars at the top of the screen can be used over and over again to edit the displayed community data. That wraps up our tutorial on how to use the community data portion of CAHMPAS. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or would like more information about the CAHMPAS system, please email us at monitoring@flexmonitoring.org.